and I have no idea what they want, but whatever it is, I know it's nothing good. I can't believe I'm admitting this, but I'm scared, terrified, actually, and I'm a monster. You know, the kind that hides under beds, waiting for the perfect moment to scare the living daylights out of kids. Yeah, that's me. Or at least, that was me until that kid moved in upstairs. It all started a few weeks ago. The bed above me had been empty for months, and I'd gotten used to the peace and quiet. No feet stomping above my head, no loud bedtime stories. It was bliss. I'd even taken to napping during the day, something I never did before. But then, one night, I heard the creak of the bed as someone climbed in. I thought, great, another kid to scare. I was ready to do my usual routine, scratch the floorboards, rattle the bed, maybe even let out a low growl. Easy stuff. But before I could make my move, I heard something. At first, I thought I was imagining it, but then it came again, a soft giggle. Not the kind of laugh that comes from a kid having a good time, but something else, something off. It sent a chill down my spine, which doesn't happen often. I'm the one who's supposed to be doing the scaring, not the other way around. I froze, trying to convince myself that it was just a normal kid. Maybe they were watching something on their tablet or playing with a toy, right? But then, the giggle turned into a whisper, and the whisper turned into something like a chant. The words didn't make any sense, nonsense syllables strung together, but they were enough to make me curl up tighter under the bed. There was a rhythm to it, a cadence that felt ancient, somehow, and wrong, so very wrong. I stayed hidden, thinking that if I just stayed quiet, the kid would fall asleep, and I could slip away unnoticed. But every night, it was the same thing. The giggles, the whispers, the strange chants. It got to the point where I stopped trying to scare the kid and just focused on surviving the night. One time, I gathered up the courage to peek out from under the bed. Just a quick glance to see what I was dealing with. But as soon as I did, I saw those eyes wide, unblinking, staring right at me as if they knew I was there the whole time. My heart nearly stopped. The kid just smiled, and I swear, it was the scariest thing I've ever seen. It wasn't a normal smile, either. It was too wide, too knowing, like they were in on some cosmic joke that I wasn't privy to. And then, just as quickly, they went back to whispering to themselves, as if I was nothing more than a shadow in the room. But it wasn't just the way they looked at me, there was something more, something inhuman. Their eyes weren't just wide, they were black, completely black, like the void. And when they stared at me, it felt like they were looking right through me, seeing everything I was, everything I feared. Their skin was pale, almost translucent, as if it had never seen the sun. But the worst part was their smile, those teeth. They weren't sharp like mine, but they were too perfect, too straight, too white, like they belonged to something that had never known a flaw. I don't know what kind of child this is, but they're not normal. I can't explain it, but I just know there's something about them that's wrong. Not in the way that kids are sometimes weird or creepy, but in a way that makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up. Now, every night, I find myself huddled in the farthest corner under the bed, hoping and praying that the kid won't decide to look down again. I'm too afraid to even move, too terrified to make a sound that might attract their attention. It's the little things that get to me, the way they never seem to sleep, just lie there, staring at the ceiling, whispering those strange words. The way the room always feels colder when they're in it, like all the warmth is being sucked out by some invisible force. The way their shadow on the wall sometimes seems to move on its own, twisting and warping into shapes that make my stomach turn. One night, I swear I saw their shadows split into two, with the second one crawling up the wall like it had a mind of its own. And then there are the things they say, when they whisper. It's like they're talking to someone or something that's not really there. They say names that I've never heard before but that feel old, like they're from a time before time. Sometimes, I catch glimpses of words that sound like they're in a language no one's spoken in centuries, if ever. and when they say them, the air feels heavy, like it's pressing down on me, squeezing the breath out of my lungs. I used to be the monster that scared kids, but now I'm the one who's scared. The monster under the bed, terrified of the child who lives above it, and the worst part, I don't think this child is going anywhere anytime soon. They seem to like it here, they seem to know that I'm here, and I have no idea what they want, but whatever it is, I know it's nothing good. There's something evil about them, something ancient and dark, and I fear that if I don't find a way to get out of here soon, I'll be trapped forever, just another shadow in their room.